Hey guys, it's MKxJUMP here, and in today's video we're going to be discussing all the content in the Halloween event. But before we do, I want to give a massive shout out to all the new people that have joined me on Patreon. So, we've got Carlos Montero, we have Grand Yoda, we've got Marcus Mietinen, as well there's Pat28, Quandran. You guys are fantastic. Thank you for backing me on Patreon. If any of you want to know how you can get involved with Patreon, you can find a link down below. Anyway, today's video is about the Halloween event, and there's a lot of content to cover. We've had reworks to Ormus, Vesa, Belrain. We've seen a new hero come out called Garuda, and we've got all the fantastic content to get rewards from the Halloween event. So guys, let's go. So jumping in, immediately we can see a lot has changed to just the interface. We've got some nice Halloween balloons, and a lot of the areas have been reworked to give them a cute little Halloween skin. Like, this doesn't change anything, it just makes it look fun. So, big shout out to DH Games for doing that. It's nice to see a little bit of love come into their game's interface there. Now, let's look immediately at the events and get a feel for what to expect. So first off, Grey Dwarf's Blessing is continuing for those of you that haven't finished it yet. The value packages here as well look kind of interesting. We get these caramel apples, which are ways for you to replace skins. We'll talk about that a little later. And as well, there's these candies. And these candies can be used to purchase things from the Halloween store, which of course will get you some really nice rewards. So if you feel like spending, or you can complete this event to get some more stuff, you will find that the candy store will be a nice friend for you. Looking at the hero lottery, this is what happens every time they release a new hero. So we have now Garuda in our hero pool, and whenever you manage to summon her, you will get your hands on some armor. It's not much for older players, but newer players, it can be a blessing. Looking at the summon prizes, as you can see, I've already done 100, and that's because we have our 100 summons challenge coming later this week, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, as you complete your rewards, you will get given certain amounts of prizes. So, if you do 50 summons, you'll get 10 candy, 10 scrolls, and 3 profit orbs. For 100, you'll get 20 candy, 10 scrolls, and 3 profit orbs, and it continues on its way up until you get to 400, where you get a copy of Garuda, and finally 500, which gives you Holy Relics. So if you guys really want to chase that new hero, the best way is to just do a load of summons. It's not easy for people that don't want to spend, but I'm sure you guys know there are people out there that save and save and save, and Garuda does look very, very good. Now, if we look across at the exchange event, you can get Asmodol for 6,000 altar coins, and you can get Nakia for 5,500. So you can see, guys, they're available here in the altar to buy. Now, that's it for the actual events for this week, and we will be getting some next week, but across these 2 weeks is the Halloween event called Witch Forest, Pumpy's Treasure, and the Halloween package. Now let's start with the package. This is a really, really good value way to obtain the stuff that is normally available only for money. Now, this still does cost money, but it is cheaper than a lot of the normal ways. If you look, you can get 50 of these candies for only what's probably around $10. Now, the important thing about that is if you go and look at the limited packages, if we go back to the cool events, you can see that actually for $99, it's 150, so if you're just after candies, this is a great way just to get those final candies you need to purchase from Pumpy's Treasure. Now, as well, there's the Demon package, which gives a cool skin for Amun-Ra, and this skin offers speed, and that is fantastic for a hero like Amun-Ra, who is based on speed. Her other skin gives her attack, which is kind of redundant on a hero whose main purpose is to put up bubbles and convert attack and provide support. So it's good that they've given her speed, HP, and damage reduction, and this skin is definitely now the go-to skin for Amun-Ra, for those of you that want to spend. And considering she is currently the best hero in the game, if you're used to parting with $50, and it's not going to hurt you in any way, and you're used to spending this kind of money, this is definitely a must-have. Now, if we look at Pumpy's Treasure, this is where your candies come into play. Immediately, you'll see that you can get top heroes like Ada and Amun-Ra for 300 candies. In no way would I ever recommend you getting the orange artifact exclusive fragments, because why would you get them when Amun-Ra and Ada are on offer? And if you're getting more than 600 candies, what the hell are you doing? How did you do that? I mean, then again, you can continue into the next event, which is probably going to be Profit Orbs, so there are going to be lots of ways of getting candy, but still, I would just spend them on the light and dark fragments and then pick up heroes. I just wouldn't go for these orange artifact shards, because it's just not worth spending your hard-earned cash on. And if we look and continue through, we've got further things like skins, and there's 4-star heroes for any leftover, so there's something for everybody. All levels of play will be able to get something. A Horus will be nice for medium spenders. Those of you that can get up to the top rewards like Amun-Ra and Ada will be thankful, because they are the best light and dark heroes in the game. Now, looking back at this orange artifact fragment, it doesn't seem as good value as these other things, and a lot of you might go, yeah, but artifacts make heroes. Sure, but you cannot get the event-exclusive artifacts like Magic Stone Sword from shards like this. So, is it worth the risk? Probably not, because you might get something crap, and it's more likely that you get something bad than something good. So rather than taking a gamble, guys, get what you're sure of, and I'm sure Amun-Ra and Ada are fantastic heroes. Now, if we look at the Witch's Forest, this is slightly different. We use these apples that you can collect or purchase for 50 gems. So just to show you how this works, I'm going to purchase 8 of them for 400 gems. And I'm going to click on my skins. Now, what you can do is select any skin from your list and replace it. Now, I have a legendary skin for Ada, but I already have a different legendary skin for Ada, which came out after Dark Eclipse. So I'm going to replace this skin and show you just how this works. So there you go, that's the Flame Strike skin right there. Now, it's not better than Dark Eclipse, so I'm not gonna save it, but it's a way of just me showing you how this works. And from a legendary skin like this, it's kind of nice to see that you can get the Gustin skin, we can get the new Horus skin, and we can get also great skins that are still unavailable in the shop, like Asmodee's skin. And it's good to see that they've decided to leak these skins almost, because this impression I'm getting from this is that the Asmodee skin, the new Horus skin, and the Gustin skin will be available in the Relic store like the rest of these at some point. So if you can't grab them now, it may be worth just to wait and see if you can get them in the future. Now as well, guys, I did mention that heroes were given reworks. Ormus, Vesa and Belrain have been given a touch of love. Now, I summarised this in depth on my stream last night, but for you that haven't seen that and you want a quick overview, basically what they've done is they've added or improved the bonus to being healed on these heroes. So if I go and open up Vesa, for example, you'll see that Vesa has now been given a bonus to her healing in her passive skill, so heal effects are improved by 20%. As well, her ability that increased her healing by 7% has now been boosted to 10%, so she is all in all given a 23% healing bonus. However, some of her things have been reduced in their durations, which means that the healing is more aggressive and you get more healing, but they don't last for as long. Now, this is arguably better in high damaging scenarios where you need more health to your hero sooner rather than later. So I think this is a good change for priests and will make healing that little bit more aggressive. It will make these heroes able to compete somewhat against Amun-Ra's, but you have to remember that Amun-Ra converts raw attack into healing, and she will still be the best healer. It's nice to see as well that Ormus's healing has been improved, which means he is already a fantastic healer, and now he is just even better. So if you guys want a fantastic designated healer, Ormus is the way to go. Now, one little change which I haven't mentioned is that Belrain's active skill has been given a 40% chance to remove all control effects on your heroes. So that's freeze, petrify, CC, all wiped away by Belrain's active skill, and that is incredible. That means a Belrain with an energy artifact can trump a Cruce that stuns your team, which means it's even worse news for people that are using Cruce. With Purify, Gustin, and now Belrain able to remove CC, it means the meta is definitely shifting away from a mindset where CC wins. It's now at a point where people can get through CC rather easily, and it's less of a worry. So maybe it's worth sticking Belrain on your team if you feel CC is a problem. And finally, guys, the main reason you're all probably here, it's Garuda. This new hero blew my mind when I was reading her skills. If you look at her final passive, Unbeatable Force, whenever a hero on the background dies, she restores herself by 30% of her max HP and gains 2 layers of Featherblade. Now, Featherblade increases her damage reduction by 4%. If we look across her Eagle power, she already has a plus 30 to her HP, a plus 40 to her crit damage, plus 25 to attack, and she is 30% control immune. If we go to her Instinct of Hunt, when an ally performs an active skill or a basic attack, so whenever one of your heroes does an attack, she helps by dealing an extra 250% of attack damage to the targets, which is so much damage if you burst out at your opponents, because she hits every single one that's already damaged. She gains as well a feather blade, which also improves her damage reduction further and increases her own crit by 5% for 2 rounds. That adds up, guys, and she becomes an absolute machine. And her active skill, this is where these feathers come into play. She deals 408% of attack damage to 3 random enemies, then uses all of her feather blade layers to attack a hero at random for 320% of damage. So this will eat through shields. If people have their shields from Unbending Will, donk donk donk, it will knock them through, just like I said Shia would do now with her rework. If you look at this as well and combine it with other attacks, she's going to get so many feather blades, and then she's just going to go ape with her active skill. Now, I'm still not sure whether giving her an energy artifact and hoping that she'll then go off in round 4 is a smart idea, or not giving her an energy artifact and her going off in rounds 2 and 5. Now, in later rounds, Garuda's going to be incredible because she not only has fantastic sustain, she can rip away with this active skill. And for me, I think the best way to build your Garudas at the moment would be the attack stone with Magic Stone Sword. Why? Because she already has great control immune and ways of obtaining damage reduction, so let's enhance that with something like Magic Stone Sword. And as well, lots of her skills are all based off attack, so let's boost that attack up. Now, it might be a thing when we soon realise that Garuda is fantastic for critting, and it may be worth actually building her for crit attack. But I do not have an E5 copy, this is all speculation. So we need to wait and see how Garudas are going to perform on the battlefield to decide whether crit or attack is going to be better. And I'm sure there are people out there like our friend Zeal's Ambitions. Go check out his channel. He will no doubt bring us some content where he shows us the crit and attack against each other and decides which one is better. And now my prediction would be that they will change for different situations. If you're taking advantage of her ability to use these feather blades, it will be interesting to build her for attack and try chip away at opponents. In PvE, we might find that attack is better because it's more consistent. However, if you can boost up her crit, it might work out that crit is better in the long run. So let's wait and find out. But my good impression is attack is going to be better, but I am open-minded to being wrong. So there you go, guys. There you have the events for this week, and it looks exciting. We've had a lot of changes, a lot of new stuff added. The fact that we can change legendary skins is awesome, and I really look forward to hearing how you guys do this event. If you want to stay tuned for more content, we're going to be doing our 100 summons challenge for Android. That'll be coming out live soon, and we also have iOS live tonight if you want to tune into our Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/MKxJUMP. You can find a link down below in the description. As well, guys, if you are watching this and the Halloween event is already gone, you can still find me on Twitch and join in with our streams that happen every Thursday at 23:30 GMT. If you guys aren't taking part in the 100 Summons Challenge, don't be afraid to leave comments down below letting me know how you've done, or whether you're just saving for Christmas. A lot of you probably will be doing that because heroes like Garuda can be obtained through branch replacements, whereas light and dark heroes that normally come out at Christmas cannot. And that will be a big thing to impact your decision if you're deciding whether to invest this event. Yes, Garuda looks awesome, but you can get her from the profit tree much easier than you can light and dark heroes, so it might be worth just holding back, because a lot of the newer players especially, you may just find that you are benefited better by saving for Christmas. But anyway, guys, let me know what you're going to do in the comments down below. If you want to check out some more of my content, you can find it on the side of the screen here. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Have a great week, and happy idling.